some people are saying, who may not be familiar with Elliott wave theory, they may not be familiar with 5-wave impulses, they may not have that kind of context. They may say, oh, yes, I'm looking for Bitcoin to come down to the 38 to 39K level, right? And for them, that seems like a terminus. But for us that have some knowledge of the wave principle, we know that you can't just put in 1, 2, 3 waves in an impulse, right? That's not it. Only corrections have 3 waves. Impulses have 5. So we know that that won't be the end, okay? So I do believe that this is a viable support for our wave 3. And if we take our Fibonacci extension tool and we take the length of wave 1, okay, from the top of wave 1 to the bottom, wherever that ends, around there, let's say, a retracement of wave 2, we see that wave 3 does indeed end between the 1618 and the 2, and we know on the balance of probabilities, statistically speaking, most wave 3 impulses in a 5-wave sequence end between the 1618 and the 2 Fibonacci extension. Hello everyone, my name's Dean. Let's talk crypto. This is where you subscribe for daily Bitcoin updates and technical analysis. We track the price of Bitcoin as a proxy for the cryptocurrency markets at large. Today is February 17th, 2022, and the question is, now that we see Bitcoin dumping, people have confirmation, it's not just a theory, people have confirmation that we're getting big red candles. Where will we find support? How low will we go? This video seeks to answer that question. All right, we're going to use basic support and resistance. We're going to use Elliott wave theory. We're going to use our skills in technical analysis to project likely probabilistic levels of support and a terminus or a final point for the downtrend. Okay? If that seems interesting to you, then like the video, share the video with others who you also think may gain some value from this kind of analysis. Subscribe if you're not already subscribed, and watch until the very end. All right. On the 4-hourly time frame, we see that Bitcoin did indeed dump. It not only dumped as we said it would, but it also dumped more or less when we said it would. Okay. Yesterday's video, and you can check it, on the channel, we said that Bitcoin is likely to dump at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. All right, and this was just for fun. I'm not into time analysis and trying to trade time. I don't give a damn. I just care that the price goes in the general direction that I'm trading. Okay, and then I get paid. I pay my mortgage. I pay my bills. My wife's happy. My family's happy. I'm happy. Okay, that's my only goal. All right, I'm willing to wait for trades to play out. Now, sometimes we do have fun and play around and do time predictions, and we said we would get a dump at 3 p.m., and yesterday was February 16th, and approximately 3 p.m. was right here. Okay, let's zoom in, actually. Let's go on the hourly time frame just to see. This is all just for fun, right? Just to see. So 3 p.m. was right 1500 hours, right? Right here. Okay, that's close. We got close. Right? We said our dump would happen at 1500 hours, and 1500 hours right here. Okay, and that's pretty much when it happened, yeah? That's pretty much when it happened. All right, pat on the back. All right, pat on the back. Anyway, let's go into the more serious question. Where will we go? Okay, right here, we're putting in a leading diagonal. A leading diagonal, according to Elliott wave theory, is a 53535 pattern. Okay, and that is an impulsive pattern. Okay, because we had an A wave, right? A B wave. It's followed by a pivot into our impulsive wave, right? And this isn't just a regular impulsive wave. This is, like I said, a leading diagonal. Look it up if you're not familiar, but if you're interested in learning Elliott wave theory, you need to know all of these things. the book I recommend, Elliott Waves Made Simple. It's in the description. Use the link to support the channel. It's on Amazon. It's not expensive, but learn that. Read it front to back. Learn it. Internalize it if you're serious about trading and making money trading and using Elliott Wave theory as a sort of a system or as a theory to trade, right? You need to know all of these things. Leading diagonals, a 5-3-5-2-5 pattern. This is your first wave in my estimation, okay? I do believe that we will get some sort of we have support here, and we will get some sort of reaction in the form of a two wave, okay? The two wave is probably going to look something like this, okay? I believe that we are not going to just run through this level. This is strong support because we consolidated here for 3 days. So that's what I'm seeing on the charts, right? What am I doing personally? I'm in a short. I'm looking to take profit, not here. But if I wasn't yet in this trade, I would look for good points of support and wait for the reaction in that two wave before getting in to the bigger moves. Okay, so that's how I'm using this if I'm not already in the trade. If I'm already in the trade, I'm just monitoring, right? I'm not doing anything. I'm letting the trade work for me. Okay, I'm not trying to take profit prematurely, because actually people say you can never go broke taking profit. You actually can. If you trade for a living and you want to make more than you lose, a lot of little small wins here and there, they're not going to pay the mortgage, right? You need those big wins here and there, and you want to keep the losses small. The way you keep the big wins, letting your winners ride, by letting your trades work for you, not over managing them, just monitoring them and not taking profit too early. So that's pretty much what I'm doing. All right, so I think we're going to get a two wave there, as I said, because we had 3 days of consolidation here, which forms a good basis of support. Also, this wave 4 on the upside of this impulse, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, this is going to serve as a support. It was resistance on the way up, it was support on the way down in this A wave, and now it's going to be support for this one wave, okay, I think. All right, so after that, after we get a small sort of reaction here in a two wave, I'm seeing us come down for the big three wave, okay? Typically, fundamentally, when you look at all the different waves in Elliott wave sort of impulses, the crowd or most market participants do not perceive the trend, the actual trend, until this third wave. Okay, it's said that the average market participant does not perceive the trend until the third wave. The third wave is typically the most impulsive, typically the longest of the Elliott waves in an impulse. Okay, I don't think this is going to be the longest, but I think that many people will kind of get the message that yes, we are in a downtrend if we do come into this third wave. Okay, if this analysis is correct. Now, once we get our third wave, where will our third wave stop? I think that, once again, just using simple support and resistance, right? We have this structure here, whatever it is, the top or the neckline of this structure will provide support for price, okay? It was resistance up here, right? Before we broke out. And so it's going to be support on the way down. Zooming out even a little more on the 4-hourly time frame, we can see that that same level that we think our wave 3 will find support, which is between 38 and 39K, was also support back here in August. Okay, and it was also resistance in June. So, you have history with this level. So I do believe that it's going to be, and also let's not forget, it was resistance in January and February of 2021. Okay, so all that being said, this is a viable level of support since we're going down, right? This is one place we're going to end. Now, some people are saying, who may not be familiar with Elliott wave theory, they may not be familiar with 5-wave impulses, they may not have that kind of context. They may say, oh, yes, I'm looking for Bitcoin to come down to the 38 to 39K level, right? And for them, that seems like a terminus. But for us that have some knowledge of the wave principle, we know that you can't just put in 1, 2, 3 waves in an impulse, right? That's not it. Only corrections have 3 waves. Impulses have 5. So we know that that won't be the end, okay? So I do believe that this is a viable support for our wave 3. And if we take our Fibonacci extension tool and we take the length of wave 1, okay, from the top of wave 1 to the bottom, wherever that ends, around there, let's say, a retracement of wave 2, we see that wave 3 does indeed end between the 1618 and the 2, and we know on the balance of probability, statistically speaking, most wave 3 impulses in a 5-wave sequence end between the 1618 and the 2 Fibonacci extension. Now, the minimum retracement is a 1, we know that, but on average, most of them end in that region. So that's confluence right there. We have confluence of our general support and resistance as well as our Fibonacci extension for wave 3. I think wave 3 ends in that region. Now, moving on to wave 5. Provided that's wave 3, I think we're going to get an extended wave 5. Why? What do we know about wave 5? We know wave 5 typically extends to the 618 of wave 2. Let's just say this wave 2 and wave 1 to 3 play out as we anticipate, right? So we take sorry, what am I doing? Let's erase this so we can see properly. So let's say wave 1 through 4 play out more or less as we see it, right? As we're projecting. We're going to take the distance of wave 2, the distance of wave 3, projection of or retracement of wave 4, and project wave 5. And typically, on average, wave 5 we can find ends at the 0.618, which is like around 36K, okay? But why is that not viable? You'll say, well, Dean, that is a viable wave 5 because wave 5 would end right here on our 3-month support, right? That line that you see, that diagonal, is basically a representative structure or a line of support that represents the downtrend we had for 86 days, right? From 69K all the way down to 33K. So that now that we're above it, it's support. I'll say yes, indeed, that is it. However, what do we know about flat corrections? Let's zoom out for a second. If the whole party were to stop at 36K, would that be a viable B wave? We know that according to Elliott wave theory, this is an A wave. Whoops. This is an A wave, 3 waves, right? What comes after A? B. We need a B wave. It's a flat correction. We know that the flat correction has to end at minimum between the 786 and the 16, at minimum at the 786 of the A wave. So we take the Fibonacci retracement tool from the beginning to the end of the A wave, and we see that the 786 is at 35.2, okay? So if we ended at the 618, right, and maybe we wick down to the 35.2, yeah, it's viable. It's viable. It's likely. I'm not going to say it's likely. It's possible. Okay, it's possible and it's probable that the whole party end with wave 5 extending to the 618. However, most of the time, these B waves do form a lower low, if not come down to the base or close to the base of the A wave. So I'll say it's unlikely. It's unlikely that we end up getting a B wave this shallow. Okay, because this is a reversal pattern, okay? Typically, and you can prove this to yourself, just look across the charts, look at these reversal patterns, look for them, look at the B wave, look at what it does. Very seldom will you see a B wave this shallow, okay? Typically, they come down to here, at least here, usually the 886, 914, or even 1236 of the A wave, okay, or between the 1 and the 1, 2, 3, 6. So that's what I'm seeing just on the balance of probability. If I'm looking for a reversal pattern, I'm looking for my B wave to come down. So I think that we will find support, intermittent support, maybe at a 2 wave within the 5 wave, but I think that we get an extended wave 5 in this downtrend, okay? And instead of the 1618, I'm looking for the wave, the 5th wave, to end at the 1618, right? In an extended wave 5. And where will the 1618 end? Taking the Fibonacci extension tool, the distance of the 3 wave, retracement of the 4, that would end at 31,958 on this chart. But it could basically end between 30 and 31, which is confluent with where I see our next level of support being, right? If you look at the charts, you'll see that after this level right here, there's very little support until the 30 to 31K region. Zooming out on the daily, you'll see, and I've shown this before, that many times in the past, Bitcoin has found support at this 30 to 31K level. In January, in the summer, April, June, August. And once again, I believe that we will come down to this level. Maybe, likely even forming a lower low, lower than this A wave, 33K, come down to the 30 to 31K region before making a small pivot into our impulsive wave to the 50K region. So that's what I'm seeing on the charts, okay? Typically, I go into Litecoin and Ethereum just to corroborate a read, but we are in a downtrend. It's quite clear in Litecoin and Ethereum as well, so there's no need to really do that. There's no kind of ambiguity in the read in that we're clearly in a downtrend. We've clearly printed impulsive waves across the board, right? Everything's pretty much red. So no ambiguity there, no need to elucidate this Bitcoin analysis. So I hope this was helpful. I hope this was useful. Once again, like the video if you find value in these analyses. Share the video with others who you also think may find value in sound technical analysis, sound support and resistance, classical technical analysis, as well as Elliott wave theory. And subscribe if you're not yet subscribed. We'd love to have you, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye.